all pasty ke i-AFCON ke kodwa kulonyaka ke lemidlalo ke yayo ke i-AFCON group C ke lokhu khona ke namazwe amabili ke aqalayo ke nqa ukudlala ke kuyona ke lemidlalo njengoba ke iBurundi nayo ke iBotswana owamazwe ke aqalayo ke ukudlala ke kulomdlalo umdlalo futhi ozolandela ke ngemuthi ke azokwenza njani ke lawo mazwe njengoba ke eqala ke ukudlala sibone la iNigeria oshwala ofuna ukuligoba ibhola kodwa ke uyavimba futhi bambanani imphane alikhiphela ke ngaphandle at 32 years a player of the season le Hollywood Bet Super League awunamagoli ke amane ke eqenjini ke elesizwe alungisa ke udonga ke laphana ke emuva andile Dlamini asibone ke le khona ke iyayo ke iNigeria nokho umahlo ugade kakhulu ke yena ke oshwala bobabili badlala ke eSpain njengoba ke unokho umahlo edlala kuyona ke iAber kanti ke uAshwala udlala ke kwiBarcelona bayazana imhlathe yazana ihlangene futhi ke namhlanje la eRabat ekhona asibone ukuthi ke benze njani ke base ke bedlala ke emfishane bamgadile ke lapha ngakwesokunxele ayena ke lapha uEpi osebuya nalo ke ibhola ke lebuhange Ramaliphe kodwa liyamdukela futhi wasephinda ke elikhiphela ke ngaphandle enye futhi ke ikhona ecindezela ke ngakwesokudla ke lapha na ke iNigeria uhlangothini ke lakhe lebuhange Ramaliphe odlala ke umdlalo ka83 namhlanje eqenjini ke layo ke abanyana yabona manje ke bayiyeka ishort corner bafuna ke ukudlala ke ikhona ke ende ezowela ke laphana ke ebhoxini ngoba ke bakhona ke laphana ke bade Ashley Migen Plumtree base ke bephamisa ke ifuna ke emakhanda kodwa ke uyavimba noxolo ocesane ibhola ukukhiphela laphana ke kuyena ke Linda Mutlalo base ke ebeqala ke emuva yabona ke manje ke Bruno ke umdlalo sovele ke wazinza amaqembu asezweni ke amandla sesizobona ke ukuthi ke kusuka manje kuya phambili eliphi ke iqembu ke elizofika qala ke emapalini ebese ke sibona ke goalkeeper besebenza ngoba kulo 20 minutes asikakababoni goalkeeper bobabili.
It's going to be very tricky to see because both nations know one another very, very well. There is Ashley Plumtree, played a football at youth level for England before eventually moving on to be part of Nigeria because of her father born in Nigeria. So she therefore qualified to play for the Super Falcons, hence she chose to play for them. Product of Leicester. It's been all over as well. Mahaya for the South Africans. Here's Motlalo. Refilejani. Looks up, sends a long one for Mahaya, getting there immediately for South Africa. And once again, Ebi comes across and gets the ball away. Near side of the field now, ball played in towards Ashwola, playing the ball on the line. And recovery, but given away easily and cheaply so this time around. Now chance here for Onomunu to try and put the ball early in, but eventually going out. Bukhang Ramalepe making a mistake there and should have been punished for that mistake she made. But luckily for her, it was never converted. South Africa will restart play. Hilda Mahaya, former top scorer in South Africa before moving on. And she's still doing duty overseas. One of the many players. Hence, everybody in South Africa called this the dream team. But there's never been a time in South Africa where majority of players playing for South African national team playing overseas, as you have seen at the moment. Khaya does not have a bad return, I've got to say, from a Banyana point of view. Today's a 19th match for the national team, and she scored 11 goals already. Same story goes with Juan Holweni, but here comes Khatlana. On the far side of the field now for the South Africans, it is Christina Tembi Khatlana. Trying to get the ball early, but well read. Sam Tresane, a second too late to arrive. Ajibade. Plumtree for the Nigerians. Old travel player Plumtree from the days of playing for Leicester. Found herself for playing for the likes of Birmingham City, Derby County. To mention a few of the teams that she's played for before eventually going to the US. Ashwala now gets in there. And good defense from Nokomatlo. Tight on the player to get that ball away. Doing ever so well, Nokomatlo. She's the most senior player in the starting 11 at the moment. She's second to Janine van Wyk, who's now 180 caps for South Africa. Nokomatlo now is sitting today, this is number 167 for Nokomatlo in Banyana colors. It's 162nd, I beg your pardon. 66 goals to the good already for Nokomatlo for South Africa. She's been converted to be a defender. She's really grown in leaps and bounds. Young lady. I call her young lady because I'm older than her, but she's getting along now. She'll be celebrating her 37th birthday in September of this year. She's making a debut for South Africa, but the first goal was in a game against Zimbabwe. And that was on 2008 in March. Her Banyana debut was against Nigeria in 2007. So she would probably want to see a good return here with her starting against Nigeria yet again today. Nokomatlo. First time she played a game for Banyana was in a game against Nigeria, and it was in the year 2007. Since then, she's never looked back. She's been part of the team ever since. Far side of the field now. Here comes Osinachi Ohale. Ball given to the Nigerian. We have a free kick on the far side of the field. You can see the ball possession squarely in favor of the South Africans. Slightly ahead. Also looking at attempts there, and a corner so far between the two countries. There is goals that matters. None have been scored. Had in studio everybody talking about a draw, but they said it's going to be a scoring draw. Now, Oshola is in there, goes tumbling down. And nothing wrong, says the referee from Morocco. Really seen so far the first game of this competition had 2 VAR decisions. One of them resulted in a goal in that encounter between Morocco. Played their opener against Burkina Faso. Good turn. Ajibade still going forward. And a free kick has been given against South Africa. Ajibade going to the ground for the Nigerians. There are a few players who have not been here before from a Nigerian point of view. You can talk about the likes of Tony Payne. Also, Michel Alozie is also one of those fairly making a first appearance at the WAFCON tournament. Amongst the players that are playing here, Ajibade making a second appearance. So let's see now, a chance here for Nigeria to try and open the scoring in this match against South Africa. Rita Chikwelu being told that she needs to calm down. Stepping forward, long ball played to the penalty area, flicked on ball. Oshoala is there, but the goalkeeper comes out to deny Oshoala a chance to find a back on. The flag was up on the far side nonetheless by the official. In fact, there was nothing coming out of that, I tell you. They've been easily in the back of the net, I tell you, from a South African point of view. They cannot allow her much space that she are giving at the moment. Nigerians are changing things around a bit in this encounter. They begin to settle now and then. Thembi Kgatlana once again on the far side, wide. And this time there it is Michel Chinelo Lozier. Two nations met in the Aisha Buhari Cup, which was played last year. Vivian Ikwechuku scored a brace on the day. It was a goal there scored by Olozie. An own goal in the 6th minute for South Africans. Linda Motlalo scored a penalty. Gabriela Salgado, Mamel Makhabano, all goal scorers on the day. Another penalty there late in the game against Nigeria. It was only South Africa's 3rd win against the Nigerians in the history of the two nations. Whether been friendlies or been official matches, that was only the 3rd time South Africa walked away victorious. The first coach to record a win against Nigeria was Joseph Mkonza, and that was in 2012. On the 7th of November 2012, Nigeria lost that game by 1 goal to Janine van Wyk was the goal scorer after mix-up in the penalty of the Nigerians. She was there, put the ball home. Then the second time the victory was recorded, group stages, 2018 edition of this competition. Thembi Kgatlana's goal 5 minutes from time was the one that stole
and the second
all 3 points at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium in Ghana. Finished 1-0 to the South Africans. In charge of the Nigerians. Tackle there. Getting a slight shove there. Chikwelu going to the ground. Free kick given. Against Jermaine Sopesenwe. She does not hold back, does she? There's Rielis from Hanover Park in the Western Cape. She's been there. Jermaine Sopesenwe come from the Western Cape as well. Ted has done well. It's gone to the US. It's been around. Seen starting off way back. Has won numerous accolades as a player. So 30 minutes of football have come and gone. Still no goal scored between the two nations. It is still a Super Falcons of Nigeria 0. Banyana Banyana of South Africa 0. Tulsi Lemeya.
Asibone nje ukuthi ke iyenze njani ke iNigeria kodwa ke nangekhuza nompempe ke uthi ke badlale kabi ke laphana ke emuva njengoba ke esibona ke kukhona ke umdlali ke ohlezi phansi ke kuyona ke abanyana yabona ke oyena ke onoko omahlo othintekile namhlanje ke udlala umdlalo ka 162 eqenjini ke elesizwe unamagoli ke awu66 yena ke onoko omahlo uyena ke lo othintekile ke njengoba ke ehlezi ke aphansi kanti ke njengoba sidlala ke namhlanje ke lo mdlalo ke wayo ke iNigeria ane South Africa umdlalo ke ka6 selokhu ke iqalile ke njengoba ke ehlezi ke aphansi kanti ke ngikhumbula ukuthi ke umdlalo ke wokuvula bowuphakathi ke kweMorocco osokhaya okuyibona ke abadlalela ke ekhaya bevula ke ngo3 points besha ke iBurkina Faso eqalayo ke nayo ke ukudlala ke lemidlalo ke yayo ke WAFCON babashaya ke ngo1-0 kanti ke izolo beyimthathu ke imidlalo Senegal ishaye ke Uganda ngo2-0 Cameroon neZambia badlala ke idraw kaNorth kwase kuthi ke iTunisia yazigwazela nje ibhece eshaya ke iTogo nayo futhi eqalayo ke ukudlala ke lemidlalo ke yayo ke AFCON bayishaya ngo4-1 abakhona ke laphana ke eTogo lokho kusho ukuthi ke amagoli esesiwabonile ke emidlalweni ke emhlanu njengoba ke singena ke kowesithupha manje ke awuyishagalombili 8 ese wonke ke amagoli ke ashayiwe ke kuyona ke le midlalo kothiwa ke abadlali manje ke emuva ke laphana ke obambanani awumbane ke uyaliphakamisa ke ibhola ke nangelungisa awufifi elibuyisela ke emuva futhi kuyena ke ebambanani awulidla ke ngesikhende ke lapha ke sepasene holweni nompempe futhi ke uyakhuza uthi ke badlale kabi abase eNigeria yabona ke lemidlalo azokhumbula ukuthi ke ngeAFCON edlule abe u8 kuphela nje amazwe kodwa ke manje ke sesinyukile ke isibalo njengoba ke engu12 ama group ke mathathu ku group A ukhona iMorocco khona iSenegal ukhona iBurkina Faso kukhona ke iUganda, kanti ke ku-Group B kukhona iTunisia, kukhona ke iCameroon, kukhona neZambia, nayo ke laphana ke iTogo, kanti ke namhlanje siphethe ke uGroup C, South Africa, iNigeria, bese kuba ke iBotswana, nayo ke iBurundi. Iwona ke amazwe ke ayishumi ke nambili adlala ke la eMorocco. Ngoba sidlala ke namhlanje ke lo mdlalo ke wayo ke iNigeria neSouth Africa, umdlalo ke ka6 selokhu ke iqalile ke njengoba ke hlezi ke aphansi, kanti ke ngiyakhumbula ukuthi ke umdlalo ke ophula phakathi ke koNigeria ngoba ke sebedliwe nje ama-final ke aze ke aba ke emahlanu abayo ke iSouth Africa. Ngo-1995 badliwa ke iyona iNigeria, ye 2000 baphinda futhi badliwa ke iNigeria, ngo-2008 nango-2012 emidlalo ke yayilaphana ke Equatorial Guinea, baphinda ke bashawa kuwona futhi ke ama-finals, njengoba ke imidlalo ke iyagcina ke inqotshwa ke iyona ke Equatorial Guinea. Nango-2018 futhi ke kwabe isifanayo, yakhala ke ngaphansi ke iNingizimu Afrika, engakho ke sithi ke ayiyazi uma ngabe ke kwenzeka ke bedlala ke befika egcineni la beyiqukula kozobe ke qopheka ke umlando kule qembu ke elayo ke banyana njengoba bemlahla phansi laphana ke uRifile Ejane, 29 years, intombazane ke yalaphana ke Soweto, namhlanje ke udlala ke umdlalo ka123. Ongomunye ke wabadlali ke abadlala ke phesheya kwezilwandle la eNingizimu Afrika, njengoba ke elaphana ke eItaly eqenjini ke ele AC Milan. Olweni uyabheka olweni bayibuyisele emuva ke kancane manje ke abayo ke iSouth Africa bafuna ke Linda Amotlalo sala phansi, iyalithatha ke manje ke iNigeria, kodwa ke nayo futhi ke iyalahla nje ebhola ke njengoba ke liphumela ke ngaphandle, kothiwa ke alibuye ke lebhola ke liphoswe. Banyana ke nayo futhi nje iyalahla lebhola ke njengoba ke lihamba nje liyophumela ke ngaphandle. Uyabona ke njengoba ke lamaqembu ehlangana ke namhlanje, umdlalo ke wabo ke wokugcina ke wawukhona ke laphana ke eNigeria, kodwa ke wona ke wawungekho ke ngaphansi ke kweAFCON. iSouth Africa iyanqoba ngo-4-2. Okwakuyiwini ke yayo esithathu eqenjini ke layo ke banyana ke ishaya ke eNigeria, kodwa ke emidlalweni ke iAFCON emibili emidlalo ke abayinqobile. Awuzokhumbula ke bedla ke iNigeria ulapha uJenny van Wyk eshaya ke enhle ke i-free kick, banqoba ke ngo-1-0. Waphinda futhi ke la uRhatlana naye ke wayidla ke iNigeria ke ngawo ke u-1-0. Mthathu kuphela nje emidlalo ke iSouth Africa ishaya ke iyona ke iNigeria, eminye iNigeria iyayinqoba ayonke ke imidlalo, nayi futhi enye i-free kick. Linda Motlalo ke uhlezi phansi, 24 years, odlala ke umdlalo ka54 namhlanje, 16 wamagoli eqenjini ke lesizwe. Yabona ke bagangile ke ngale free kick. Angazi ke ukuthi ke ngani ke kade ke betatazela ke laphana ke oRhatlana ke, kodwa ke bebethi ke bamzuma ke ugoalkeeper, ngoba ke kuze kuzoba manje akakasebenzi laphana ke uThoshukwe Oluheyi, goalkeeper ke odlala ke laphana ke kwaIsrael eMaccabi Hadera, 35 years, laphana ke ugoalkeeper ke uwayo ke iNigeria. Uyiveza kamnandi ke laphana ke uCesane, ibhola lakhe alifiki ke la yakhona. Yabona ke ukuthi ke iNigeria eliphethe ibhola 62% i-ball possession, kanti ke 37 akulona ke iqembu ke layo ke abanyana njengoba ubona namanje eshintsha inkundla iyangale ke ngakwesokudla. Manje bafuna Rita Chikwelu lekwe-18 manje azama ukushaya lapha. Goalkeeper ke uyalibona ibhola ukuthi ke alike laphana ke epalini. Andile Dlamini ke wase nje eliyeka ukuthi ke aphumele ke ngaphandle, kodwa ke beyikhadile lapha ipurpose ukuthi ke kungenzeki ke nelincane iphutha, kodwa ke iSouth Africa angazi ke ngani ke bevumela ke lapha abakhahli base Nigeria ukuthi bakhahlele ke manje ke ngoba uyabona ke ukuthi ke kade esifikele ke mathupha ke uMichelle Alozi odlalela ke iqembu ke leHouston Dash ke lapha eUSA eNigeria buya futhi waselahla ke ibhola ke laphana ke uAyinde Motlalo uyabheka ubuyisele emuva uholweni bazama ukulungisa manje ke abaye eSouth Africa ambane bambiza uJusi Ramalipe uyawujob umugqa wecenter uthola uCesane Fifi Cesane awulindi support laphana ke uCesane yabona iNigeria ukuthi ke iyabavala ke laphana ke emuva lase ke lonakala ke ibhola ke layo ke iningizimu Africa ama-passes abo kodwa ke abuyela ke ngasemuva awayo ke ibanyana awayi ke la kufanele ke baye khona ngale phalini elase Nigeria iyabuya manje ke iNigeria Rashidati Achipate Arika Chikwelu esinise center manje ke kukhona ke Ayinde Ayinde uyalibiza ke naye ke laphana ke uTony Payne apheni ke nange libuyisela manje iyancenga iNigeria elibadlulisa ke ngokusheshsha Plumtree wadlula wayigoba yinhle leya cross oyayithatha kodwa ke goalkeeper Andile Dlamini washuba ke ngokusheshsha manje ke asibona ijubane ke lakhe laphana ke Hilda Makhaya abamvala kamnandi yabuya nalo imphila ke ibhola ke iNigeria yabona manje ke umdlalo ke uya kancane manje ke uyanyuka izinga ke liyanyuka eNigeria futhi ke ibuya ke nebhola lebuya ke naye ke Rashidati Achipate lase ke elonakala ke ibhola ke kuthiwa ke akube ke i-goal kick ezothathwa ke iyona ke iSouth Africa yabona ke Bruno mangabe ke bezomdedela ngakwesokunxele ushila ukuthi unesipiliyoni Ashley Plumtree odlale ko Leicester udlale ko Birmingham City ubonile icross aqhamuke nayo esuka emuva njengoba ke edlala ke lapha kwi-left back kodwa ke waze washaya icross ebeyingozi futhi ku defense yebanyana
True indeed to see that when you look at the way they're performing in the moment. Makhumbula kahle the debut yamaplayer ababili talking about Plumtree as well as Onumonu was against Cote d'Ivoire in the game they won by 2-0, and she was one of our suppliers. Can see that the president on CAF alongside a member of the executive, and the lady to the right is in charge of making sure the women football does get a good position overall, and she has never ever missed a step. Very vocal and very clear on what needs to happen, and that was the mission when President Patrice Motsepe took over. He said his mission is to make sure that women football gets its rightful place on the continent and in the world from an African point of view. There's Mbane on the ball. Long one sent forward this time. Khatana is really isolated, but she does take them on. Khatana taking them on, going forward this time. Alozia gets in there and goes to the ground. Khatana, look at this small statue. Don't expect her to really go at players like that. Lady from the Ratong. She has proven over and over again that she will not allow anybody space and time at any given time. Alozia knows Tembi Khatana very well. Pressure applied when the last time these two nations met. I was talking about the two players there, Plumtree alongside Onumonu. She scored on debut, scored a brace in that game against Cote d'Ivoire. She was actually born in the US. So she's a Nigerian American, and Plumtree is a British Nigerian born in the UK to a British mom and to a Nigerian father. Ramalep. Refilejane. Nokomato. Early ball from there to Siopo Senwe. Good tackle. If it's given a free kick, and the Nigerian felt they got the ball. I thought so too, until you saw Siopo Senwe going tumbling down. The reason she couldn't travel most of the time was because of the issues, visa issues in Portugal. That's the reason why most of the time she was called up. It never happened. Yellow card coming out against Lucia of Nigeria. A lot of work to be done by her today. She needs to keep her under lock and key for the 90 minutes of today's match. It's a tough task. It's between Siopo Senwe and Onaras they also have to do with Khatane. So meaning continuously going to find the defenders for Nigeria always having to track back to try and stop those players. Tembi Christina Junior Khatana alongside Jermaine Siopo Senwe. So Lozia gets the first yellow card of this encounter. Spoke about Jermaine Siopo Senwe's accolades between 2004 and 2017 while playing for Stanford University. Janes long ball. Chancine header coming in, just came off the shoulder. More than anything else, I don't think Makaya knew much about the ball. Floated so beautifully and somehow eluded the captain Abby. And I don't think Makaya knew much about that ball because it literally came off her shoulder. Have a look at this. Yeah, she missed it. Came off the shoulder. And Nigeria should be punished. Look at the number of bodies around the player on the ball, but they're still unable to clear the danger. Shwala is actually coming back to help out in defense again. Mahaya goes short to Katsane. Khatana goes in long towards the far side, onside. It is Siopo Senwe. Gets the ball, sent long by Nokomatro. Keeper comes out. Can she get there? She does get there. Something South Africa have done very well today is deny Asisat Lamina Shwala the chance that she needs. A clear mistake, she will punish you. So talking about Jermaine Siopo Senwe, she was the NCAA rankings for the 2016 season. She actually walked away with the best player for game-winning goals. Total of 8. 9th best player at the total amount of goals scored. 16 in total while she was there. Amongst other accolades she got when she was still there. 2016 and 2017. SOCON's Women's Player of the Year and Stanford all-time goal scorer and assist record holder as well while she was still playing a football in the US. Here comes Plumtree on the near side. Offloads to Onumono. Onumono playing the ball short to Ajibade. Away here by the Nigerians. Khatana playing support near side. Siopo Senwe laying the ball towards Rifule Jane. Jane looks up, laying the ball now towards Makhaya, turning and going forward, looking for support. And why they go now? The South African Holweni amongst those coming through. Noko Matlo. She's a veteran, Noko Matlo. Has been here before. A few times already, Nokomatro. And South Africa, Nigeria, after 45 minutes of football played, no goals have been scored between the two nations yet in this encounter. It's all to play for, a lot to play for going forward. To dissect that in studio, we have Cody Zondo alongside Gloria Brown and Coach Kuedodo.
50 is back on air on Monday, 4th July 2022 with a brand new season. Join us as we take an in-depth look at the environmental issues that affect us all. Of course, we've also got all the nature, science and wildlife news and views that you need to know about. Save the date and don't miss it. That's 50-50 starting Monday, the 4th of July 2022 at 7 p.m. only on SABC2.
Mense as jy nou nog nie weet nie, né? Jy kyk Fundies!
As jy oor 'n wye algemene kennis beskik, is Fundies net die program vir jou.